This is Theme Hotel. It's a game I used to play when I was younger. Um, I just name my hotel really whatever, and then I just kind of play up to get 5 star and see how far we can go from there. Yeah, and just given the tutorial, I feel like I already know how it kind of works. I start with the reception here. Make sure there's a place for people to check into the actual hotel, and then I think about doing the laundry, but I usually start with rooms, so I just went with rooms. And I like to do like 2 rooms and then an elevator, and then 2 rooms and then an elevator, um, just to make sure that there's enough elevators. Because the most common complaint is that there's not enough elevators. So you see, and then I know I have to add at least one of each utilities. Um, oh crap! Obviously, have to get the receptionist for the reception hall, which I didn't buy. I don't know why, because this wasn't ready yet. And then probably just gonna wait on it and then do. Okay, just gonna expand further out. Just adding more rooms up there. Yeah, adding some maids. Hopefully now I realize that there's the receptionist. Fantastic. And I think the only thing that's available is the cafe other than laundry and reception. Yep. So I'll probably put that somewhere. Yep. Just trying to keep that all in that little box there. And then it's just trying to get up to a 1 star, so it's not super hard. You just gotta have enough rooms, have a decent amount of money, just have the basic necessities to keep your ratings up. Oh, and you need a mechanic for the laundry. Just one though. One for every 2-ish. And then for maids, you want like when you're starting like this, one per floor, and then one for or maybe 2 or 3 if you once you start like expanding and going out width wise. I'm probably do 2 more on the elevator there, just to make sure there's enough room. Keep those ratings up. Make sure I'm actually making a profit. Then I still have to add a few more rooms and money. They have that little plus button next to the money, so you can just press loan. I'll usually just do that because it's easy and you can go into negatives, but you can never really like get your hotel shut down or anything. These are all the stats, generally positive, except for the money because I've been using all of it, but pretty good stats overall. But now I'm just waiting for money to accumulate. Yep, I'm just adding all the loans. See if that gets me over the threshold. Oh, there we go. And month obviously is much not an actual month. I think it's like 3 seconds or something like that. 3 or 6 seconds, something like that. You can see on that bottom left there, the year or the day going up there. It seems like it's every 3 or so seconds, but just kind of rooting around, seeing what I want to do next. Then also, as I get higher up in stars, I'll need to make more of the same things because there'll be a longer line. And there's the little review button. There's like what looks like a comment button on the bottom right, third button from the right, and that's what I'll use to determine when I will choose to be like or choose to add maybe like another laundry or another cafe. Oh, and I'm adding this. Well, probably gonna save money for now. Not really do anything quite yet. Almost there. Just checking out each individual room here. There we go. Now we're 1-star. Now we're gonna work on 2-star with all the new stuff, which they nice hopefully indicate. Oh, and the internet you also need a mechanic for. I didn't add one because I already had the one. I'm gonna add a staff elevator on this corner here, or I'm gonna try to. And we need the staff elevator because it just makes it easier on the customers, and we don't get as many elevator complaints. You always will, but you don't get as many. And the gym takes up 3, so that immediately foils all my plans. I forgot about how they take more than that sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna put the arcade in real quick. Just kind of move everything up with that. I'm gonna get rid of that middle elevator. Just have it do only those floors. And eventually I'll get rid of it entirely, but just for right now, I'm just gonna put the gym there. I think one more floor up. Why do that? Yeah, you always get a big negative right after. We got decent ratings. Just working on it, getting there. Adding other laundry, because I think the comment said the laundry was too long. So just adding another one just in case. Light the cafe. Oh yeah, line at the arcade was too long, so I'm working on it, but try to put it further away there. Making sure my elevator is keeping up with everything. Yeah. All hiring more remains for the new floors. Yeah, all your normal stuff. Make sure that staff elevators up to shop. Adding 2 more of those rooms in. And I'm hoping these are going to be fixed because I just added a second arcade. I think these are from a while ago. Just try to see if they change. And if you look at the arcades actually on the right there, they're not really that long of a line. You don't see anyone there, like at all. So I think it's just from last month. The comments are, but we'll be able to fix it here. Yep. I'm taking out loans. Loans are gonna be my best friend throughout this whole playthrough, just because they're just such an easy way to get free money, and it just helps you move along the game quicker. It's a pretty quick game if you take loans, right? Because if you don't, it just takes, you'll be able to do it. It just takes longer to get money and just kind of generally accumulate wealth. But if you just take loans in this game are not like real loans. You should probably want to take as many loans out as you can in this one, not necessarily real life. But yeah, just kind of rechecking stats, seeing what I'm paying everyone. I think. Oh, I'm gonna try and get rid of one of the maids. No, I'm just gonna add money. But yeah, this game's kind of just chill, relaxing. It's pretty fun though for me, just nostalgia-wise. but also, it's just a good time, just managing your own little hotel and watching it flourish. I remember one time I made my own on my old computer and like left it on for like a whole night, and the the computer itself got really hot, so I didn't do that again. But I got a lot of money after. I got a lot of money from it, which is great. Because as long as it's running, it'll give you money so you can run in the background or whatever. Yeah, this is the gym above the elevator there. Because a lot of those comments were also asking for a gym, but I finally got that in, so it was nice. Then just adding some more rooms for the requirement on the top there. Still need quite a few more, but luckily we don't have any new types of rooms like we do in later floors, because that'd be really hard to uh, fit kind of a bunch of those rooms in. Because with higher level rooms, they're also larger, so. Just kind of making sure everything's perfect. Trying to find, I guess, the most optimal way to get through these earlier levels. The earlier levels are pretty easy. It's very easy to keep your rating at what they want it to be, and it's pretty easy for you to. The really waiting thing is money, but you'll get that eventually. You also have to make sure you're buying the right things for the hotel to keep it up. Like if I was getting complaints about, oh, there's not enough laundry, or like laundry takes too long. And yeah, I'm just scrolling all the way up to all the floors. It's 49 floors. You can also zoom out for a smaller view, but that really spiked the lag, so I zoomed it back in. But a little too far, so I went back to normal 100% instead of 150. It makes it easier. But overall, yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Most importantly, though, it is free. That's always nice. It's a computer game. You can pretty much look up on anything. I believe it was on Cool Math for a while. I think I'm using it through like I forget what the name of the game is, but it's very very easy to use, very easy to find as well. Just look up Theme Hotel and it's right there. It'll come up with a bunch of different options, so you can pick whichever one you like. But it is a little laggy. Does take up a lot of uh, RAM, but it is a fun game regardless. I'm trying to move it as slowly as I can so it doesn't disrupt anything. I've added all the new things, so in the beginning you really only need one of each new thing. The only thing they're going to ask for more than one of is usually the old stuff from the previous levels, like the the cafe, the laundry room, for example. Also on the bottom right there, you can change it from 1 to 2 to 4 times speed. That usually helps with getting money quicker. And now it's like a day every second, pretty much. It doesn't really affect the gameplay too hard, so it's definitely a advantageous thing to take advantage to do. Um, I don't know, but I have it's pretty good. Then a shortcut that I like to use, especially when you're towards the end of a level like this one. Right, I've done all the rating, I've done all the rooms and stuff. Uh, is I like to just take up a bunch of loans and then get that passed and pass the whatever the money threshold that you need to have is, right? And I like to do that real quick because yeah, it'll have you pay it back every day or whatever, but it won't charge you enough for it to make a difference, whether or not you're still within that zone that you need to be in for a month. So I just like doing that. And also has autosave, but that's only when you get to each a star, and then at the top left you can just manually save it. Um, just in case, I would recommend doing that every so often if you're trying to like fire through the game like I am. Or just even you can play after. Obviously, the goal is 5 stars, but you can always keep going as a 5-star hotel. But yeah, everything's going pretty well. Yeah, and okay, I'm gonna borrow the rest of it so I can get just past that threshold. And then you can see in the top right when the stars start flashing. It should happen in a second now. Almost there. There we go. Stars starts flashing, then now we know there's a month left. And you see, my money is going down a little bit, but it is staying mostly in that region it needs to be in, like above 30,000. So taking out loans will help with just that money requirement, right? And it is like if it goes down for a second, it will cancel it. So it is important that you stay within that. But there we go. There's the 2-star hotel. See ya.